refuge in the midst of feeling shattered and betrayed by you. Casual chats, spiraling through fundamental error, you wake at everything, dinner, snares, leaving, me feeling broken and alone. Forced to find solace in my music once more and retreat into my private space. Showing me the fragments of my former self, and now I must journey through my songs, seeking to discover who I am. I discover appreciation for the struggle that never matures, and I am broken dreams are still settling. Yet I'm still settling the pieces of my strong bond, and they become our greatest supporters. Because I feel like a broken down car on the road to his direction, but feel how lucky I am to have these treasures showing up. These treasures showing up. The rest of strong rising and more powerful than I am. The challenge and the idea on top of the fire with the fantastic support network has lifted me up during these tough times, making me feel really good to each other. I thought you were me, but apparently you are now a dead wish to me now. No, I shouldn't have trusted you, because now when I think about the mess you feel like a dead wish to me, because I gave into your trap tonight, you made me into a deflated balloon, because now you are a dead wish to me now. I can't escape my thoughts of this mistake. Dead wish to me, because I knew you would use me up and you were. So I knew we would talk, I knew you were not. I thought you were real to me, but apparently you are now a dead wish to me now. No, because I yearn to break free from life's distractions and fully embrace living. That's how life ought to be, without the burden of comparing myself to you. Expressway of life's lessons. Because every day you are learning from your mistakes, but you are driving on the expressway of life lessons. Because I made a choice that will never be forgotten by me, and I'm grateful to be on the expressway of life lessons. Driving down the expressway of life lessons, constantly learning from my past mistakes and learning new lessons in my life. Because this is a chapter in my life I want to restart and continue to learn, ready to start fresh. It's the life lessons of driving down the expressway of life lessons and continue to learn and grow as a person. Because right now I'm driving down the expressway of life lessons, constantly learning how to be better day by day with the process of learning me down. But now I'm free from the shackles of being first, and I'm bothered by what others think or say. The chaotic mess marks the last occasion I'll ever speak to you, for you chose to betray me behind my back. Thanks to you, I must embark on this journey to rebuild my self-trust. Since you invade my thoughts and shattered my heart, this is the final time we'll ever exchange words. The chaotic mess marks the last occasion I'll ever speak to you, for you chose to betray me behind my back. Thanks to you, I must embark on this journey to rebuild my self-trust. Since you invade my thoughts. When chaos struck, as you took over my mind, like gave to me like these love arrows, and it felt like there was poison on the dagger. As you tried to poison my heart with your cruel and white squares, desire to be dagger dirty poison to my heart. Because I took the poison dagger out of my heart, threw it back into your heart. Just allow me to draw near as I can see the flames. You tried to poison my heart, your sword like just made me stronger and tough, dancing in the sky. Threw back in my heart. Throw my heart alive and feel closer to you. Trying to get lost in my heart, tickle my heart. Effortlessly tried to poison my aim is to be closer to you, to cut through like a seize these others, and let's leave our relationship together as we continue our journey. My deepest wish is to be closer to you. I made a colossal mistake. Wish is to be closer to you, fostering our past mistakes. To thrive like sunflowers in our beautiful relationship situation, because you've got to learn to relearn. But I have to relearn from this mistake, because I feel battle scarred by you.
I woke to stillness, curtained by the world away. Voices that create nothing feels genuine. Still there's another dream and turn slow. I reach for something but nothing saves for. If I yell into the abyss, will it respond? Before my heart and chord won't mend the gap. Music is my lifeline, guiding me through. When everything fades away, it reminds my soul truth. I'm submerging verses lost in melody. If I release my grip, how will I ever be feeling again? Notes like stitches mend my soul, and melody that is truly oil within. Shadows creep close, whisper my name, yet the words of the slider holding on to my If I yell into the abyss, will it respond? If I pour my heart
The night was ours as we danced away, me and my girls reveling in the rhythm of the dance where DJ spins our anthem, feeling our energy to keep celebration alive. Together with my squad, we own the dance, we're soaking in joy.
I'm submerged in verses, lost in melody.
Just keep the beats going while you're dozed into euphoria.
If I release my grip now, will I ever be found again? Every night envelops me like a titan tornique. I lose if diminish, then I am left with nothing, I'll drift away. Music
dancing side by side with my girls, we're soaking up every bit of happiness, living life to the fullest, creating unforgettable moments as we keep on dancing. As we hit the dance floor, shows us dancing away the stress of life, letting music take over while we lose ourselves into the rhythm until night falls.
With every step, the ground begins to crumble beneath me. I don't anticipate this yet. I found myself once more caught in a familiar channel, cloaked in a different mass. I'm digging my way out, raced against the clock in borrowed moments. With borrowed moments, I promised myself I'd grow from the mistakes of my past year until someone I barely knew. A version of me carved by your shadows, the traps of my own mistakes, slipping through the gaps of my armor. Eyes dimmer than they used to be. The echoes of these choices, I turned my reflection into a battlefield. Now I'm learning to see myself again. These fractured reflections don't refine me anymore. I'm stitching the sword over and over. I found these traps unable to more than break free from yesterday's shadow. What I rebuilt. I vowed I wouldn't shatter, yet the burden of my decisions left me trembling. I'm trapped in a battle of guilt and pride, pursuing the truth tangled in a sea of deceit. I promised myself I'll grow from my mistakes of my past, yet the past continuously pulls me back. I keep tumbling into these traps of my own mistakes, slipping through the gaps in armor. I'm ensnared in the shadows of the echoes of these choices I wish I could reclaim. Each stumble, each misguided twist, I ignite a spark in which it turned to ash. Over and over I fall into these traps, unable to break free from yesterday's shadow. If I seize this relentless fight, will the ground still quake beneath me, or I finally awaken from this endless cycle? From the predestined fate, I refuse to be the architect of my own ruin. I keep falling into these full traps of scattered on the floor, a million shards of me, reflections in the dust of who I used to be. Tried to run from the wreckage, tried to leave it all behind, but every step I took, I cut myself on time. I've been searching through the silence, tracing every scar, picking up the edges, turning wounds to art. I'm piecing together shards of myself, building a mosaic of what I felt, not who I was, not who I'll be, but something stronger in between. Shattered and whole can both be me. Every broken fragment tells a story. I once knew some I tried to bury, but they pushed their way through, and maybe there's beauty in the way I fall apart, as now I see color shining in my heart. I've been searching through the silence, tracing every scar, picking up the edges, turning wounds into art. I'm piecing together shards of myself, building the mosaic of who I felt, not who I was, not who I'll be, but something stronger in between. Shattered and whole, both can be me. Gold seemed where the cracks used to be, proof that I survived, proof I set myself free. I don't need perfection, I don't need to be real. Every fracture tells me how to heal. I'm piecing together shards of myself, but a mosaic of what I felt. Not who I was, not who I'll be, but something stronger in between. Shattered and whole can both be me. Shattered and whole, shattered on the floor, a million shards of me. Now they're shining like constellations, guiding me to see. I traced every scar like a map of my skin, followed the echoes where the pain is done. Thought I had answers, but they slipped through my hands. Like waves on the shore, like lines in the sand. I know I'm not who I used to be. So I'm not who I'm meant to be yet. Standing here in between, trying to take my next step. Where do I go now? In the past wonders at the future's unclear. Where do I go now? When I broke all the bridges with the road disappeared. I kept walking, but the ground feels unclear. I told the truth that you're so honesty that I knew you never deserved. So I tried to run all the ghosts in my head, but they walk at a pace they sleep in my bed. I tell myself time is a friend, not a fool. Hard, but hard when you're lost and you don't even know. I don't know who I'm supposed to be, who I used to be. I don't know who I'm meant to be. I'm standing here in between trying to take the next step. Where do I go now? When the past still lingers but the future's unclear. Where do I go now when I've burnt all the bridges and the road disappeared? I kept walking but the ground feels unsteady. I kept feeling but my heart's not ready. Where do I go now? Maybe answer is not a place, not isn't a place, not a planet, but maybe it's learning how to hold my own hand. Maybe it's breathing, maybe it's staying, maybe healing is in the waiting. Where do I go now? Maybe I don't need to know just yet. Where do I go now? Maybe the next step is the one I get. I kept walking even though when it feels heavy, I kept feeling even when I'm not ready. Maybe I'm here now. That's enough. I walked through the records of everything you destroyed. I expected to find emptiness, but found myself in that. Reborn in the ruin, stronger than the storm that broke me. This isn't survival, this is resurrection. I was reborn in the ruin, stronger than the storm that broke me. This isn't survival, this is resurrection.